got a question saying, man, everybody here is something that you can get something from today. I'm telling you, like, I'm telling you, these guys have been through it all. They sat in the same seat you sat in East High School. When it wasn't the East High School, when it was the original East High School, it was the older East High School, when they didn't have a weight room. Mr. T came and told me, man, Coach, we should lift out the garage. We should have a garage to lift it out of. A garage. It was a back to school. The custodians passing through. We trying to lift weights. We didn't have an opportunity like this. But there's one of the teams that went to the playoffs for the East back in the day and did damage. Put up a good product. They had it here. So this is what you're going to hear today. Scott Buck, Coach Frost.
About a year ago, I started an organization. It's called the Change Factor, and it's down in Florida. And the whole objective is just to help build hope, give kids hope. You know, I work in the juvenile justice system. I work with a lot of kids who deep in. You know what I'm saying? One of the kids who I work with down in Florida, it's called a murder charge. I've been working with him for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't apply the things that I taught him and got himself in a situation. Did he do it? No, but he did it. That makes sense. Because if you get caught with somebody, guess what you get charged with? Say what? So me and you go, I kill somebody, right? And you with me, who get charged too? You. So you guys got to be aware of who you hang with. You know, hanging with a whole bunch of people is not what it is. But I say that to say, it's an opportunity for me just to pour into you guys, for us to come in. It's we're going to speak to you guys about hope. What does hope mean? What does it mean to have hope? Faith, hope. Oh, you good? You good? You good? I like it. Okay. And so, you know, fellas, if you ain't got hope, you know what I'm saying? If you're hopeless, you know, that's a tough position to be in. And, you know, I remember when I played here, and it was in, 95, I started as a freshman. That wasn't even thought of. Started as a freshman, like Wild Bill said, he was working out in the garage. Working out in the garage. We went 0-10. 0-10. Where we stand at right now, you know where we at? We're on the practice field right now. This is the practice field. This is the practice field right now. We was all lined up in dust. My line coach, right where we standing at right now. This is the practice field. Think about that real quick. Who would have thought 20 years later, this would be an auditorium? See what I'm saying? Real talk. So what it look up front is totally different from what you guys see now. And so we started off 0-10, right? But then we got together and we said, no, we're gonna work in the work weight room. We're gonna put our minds together. The next year, we're 4-6. 4-6. After losing 16 games straight, we beat Niles. Niles Red Dragon. You thought we won a Super Bowl. For real, we were partying. Guys like, why is this so happy? We won a game. You lose 16 straight games. You be partying too. Then, third year, that was the year. We're 8-3, right? Went to the playoffs. Won the first and only East playoff game ever in the history of East High School. Think about that real quick. This school been around all these years. We only won one playoff game. But guess what? That's gonna change this year. Y'all gonna win that second one. But you gotta tap in, right? So, I'm a big acronym person, right? And so, the acronym for HOPE is healing, opportunities, preparation, and endurance. We're gonna start with healing. Fellas, over the last 4 years, East High football has been ravaged with deaths. True or false? I can name 7. So we gotta heal first. First, it's about healing. Before you got any hope, you gotta heal. And that's just about addressing that there is some wounds, there is some things that need to heal. But before we begin, I want to take a moment of silence just for those golden bears that we lost. David Irvin, Cornell Kennedy, Amir, Ray Sims, Keandre Lewis, and last but not least, my favorite, E-Rock. Anybody ever seen E-Rock play football? Sheesh. And guess whose birthday is today? E-Rock. He's 23 today. That man played football with so much passion. I'm talking about passion. Y'all ever seen Eddie play? Y'all saw a football player. He left it all on the field. Every single play. But you know what? They're gone on. And we can either mope or we can take that as momentum. I don't know if y'all know the people that I named, but if you do, I'm sure y'all know somebody that name, right? Everybody knows somebody that name, right? Y'all can use that momentum and take it to another level. Say, take it to the next level. Oh, hold on. Say it with me. Take it to the next level. Hold on, man. I need some passion. You know? Take it to the next level.
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 Okay. So, in order to heal, you gotta acknowledge it. You gotta acknowledge that there's some pain, there's some wounds that's open, right? How many of y'all got some wounds? It might not even be those people that passed away. How many of y'all have been through some things in life, in general? Everybody in here, right? But in order to heal, you gotta acknowledge the pain. You know, I sweat a lot, so I'm not about to have a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know. I sweat profusely. So, but it's in order to move forward, you gotta heal. In order for this team, you know, to go ahead, you gotta heal. You know, they changing y'all name, they be changing everything. But guess what? For some reason, they can't kill these Bears, man. They cannot kill East High School. They done tried, we done bounced back. They changing it, we done bounced back, we done bounced back. They trying to change the whole thing in the whole community. What's the only school still gonna be standing? East High. They can't kill us. They can't kill us. I don't know why. Every school is shut down except what? Who? East High. So y'all should be proud to be an East High Golden Bear. And it's gonna be on y'all this year, you know, to take the Bears out on a high note. They say it's gonna be the last year of Golden Bears. I don't know what the name is. But you know what? Y'all gonna be the core of this team. I respect every single one of y'all for y'all coming out here today. Y'all could have just stayed home. Y'all could have did whatever y'all wanted to do. But y'all said, you know what? I'm gonna come today. I don't know if these guys gotta talk about what coach said be here. So y'all either gonna win or lose. Well, we either gonna win or lose with this group right here, period. Y'all gonna be the deal breakers. Got some big dogs right here. We better shoot. This is a state championship line right here. Y'all cats huge. But you gotta be out there and you gotta dog somebody. You gotta line up across the man. You gotta look at him in his eye and say, I'm gonna kill you. Kill him. Period. Me and this man right here, we play D. I played the right, he played the left. I say, Sushi, we get the quarterback. We usually smash cats, man. Smash them. Wild Bill right here. Y'all gonna meet him in a second. Right? And don't get twisted by that wheelchair. The hardest hitting man you ever seen. That cat played football, nose to the ground. Bah! Dust bubbles, snot bubbles. See, I'm talking about light cats up. Y'all gonna hear a story in a minute. But we even brought somebody back from the past. My uncle, Mark Brown. 72 Golden Bear. Yeah, we Golden Bear up in this. We Golden Bear up in this. So we could have opened this up to the whole community. But you know what? We want to focus on this neutral group right here. We want to focus on you guys. So, you gotta heal. You gotta heal. When you heal, football helps you heal. Football helps you heal. You lay a lick on somebody, you start to feel a little good. You feel a little good, you start laying that wood. You feel me? All right, so as we move on, right? We got Mark. Class of 72, Golden Bay. And what too many people here born? It's only like 2 people in here were born in 72. 72 Bay. Well, come talk to us. Let's give it up. Kirk Brown.
We're going to talk about opportunity. Have you guys ever heard of a guy named Archie Griffin? Okay, Archie Griffin went to Ohio State. The only 2-time Heisman Trophy winner in college football. But Arch was not a starter. But you know what he did? He prepared like he was going to be a starter. Game happened, the cat in front of him got hurt. Archie came in, I think he scored 2 or 3 touchdowns, ran for almost 200 yards, and the rest, he was prepared. When his opportunity came, he was ready to rock and roll. My question is, are you taking advantage of the opportunity that's before you? Tim talked about several of his guys that died. We just had a 50-year anniversary last year. The number of golden bears that have died is unbelievable. Question is, were they prepared to die? Are you? You trust Coach Green, is that true? You trust him. Do you think he would do anything positive to help y'all? Y'all believe it? So y'all are prepared to lay everything on the line for the coach, is that correct? Okay, so what about the opportunities that are not good, but they're still opportunities? Opportunities can be good, or what's a bad opportunity? When Bobo come up to you and say, why you always broke? He driving a nice car with a pocket full of money. Don't that sound good? I mean, today y'all want french fries and hot dogs. But Bobo said, listen, drive with me, man, we could eat steak. That's an opportunity. The question is, what are you going to do with the opportunities that are presented for you? Y'all love football, is that correct? Yes, sir. If I asked the coach, how many of you are committed, what would he say? The only person you got to answer for is who? You know, I respect the fact that you cats is here on a Friday, out of school, nice weather. There's a whole lot of other things you could do. So why are you here? Why? Why are you here? You want to get better. Is that true for all y'all? Y'all want to get better. Are you willing to put in the work? You know, Brother Frost talked about back in the day when he was in school, he was lifting out of a garage. We didn't even have a garage. We didn't even have a garage. We had no weight room whatsoever. I didn't start lifting weights until I went to school. And look at what y'all got here. Look at the facility. Are you taking advantage of the opportunity that's before you? Every day that you live, you're going to have choices. Do I smoke weed? Do I drink beer? No, there ain't nothing wrong with beer. I mean, I'm just asking. You gotta make a choice, you gotta make a decision. Now, I'm not saying if you have one beer that you are going to be an alcoholic, but why take the chance? It only takes one mistake that can cost you for the rest of your life. We had a guy way back in the day. He graduated from East in '72. 6 months later, he was dead. OD. He had an opportunity. He took advantage of it. and it killed her. I'm not here to tell you a bunch of sad stories. I'm just saying every day placed in front of you will be opportunity to do right or do wrong. So what about the finest girl at East High? Her dude dropped her, and she come to you saying, I need you to help me. It's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity. What you gonna do with that opportunity? The girl's fine. She is cold. She is absolutely stunning. And she says, can you help me? Yeah, man. I can help. You ain't smooth. Oh, you a football player too? You know, a lot of these little silly girls like football players. They like y'all. Don't get quiet on the city. They like y'all. Are you a football player? Are you taking advantage of the opportunity that's presented? I'm just here to give you a fair warning. You want to live to be 70, you got to make some good choices. When you don't make good choices, life can give them away. You know, here's what's sad, but you keep stepping. If the good Lord lets me live, I'll be married for 49 years in September. Long time. But here's a sad note to the story. April 11th of 2025, I had to place my beloved wife in a nursing home. Mine is beginning to falter. Her physical health is terrible. She had to be hoisted in the bed and out of the bed every day. So, do we feel bad? Or do we keep moving? So, you're playing a game and you're losing 35-0. Do you quit? Or did you go down and fight with every last bit of strength that you got? You guys are here on a Friday afternoon. That's excellent. We can't worry about who ain't here. What you need to do is say, I'm going to take advantage like Archie Griffin did. He took advantage of the opportunity that was before him. And he did an excellent job. 2-time Heisman Trophy. How about y'all? Are you willing to go one more rep? Are you willing to tell the coach, I'm tired, but let's keep sprinting? Because it's going to pay off in the long run. So gentlemen, what I want you to understand here is this. Very simple. Don't feel sorry for Mark Brown. God has let me live 70 years. Ain't that a blessing? And guess what happens on Monday? 71. If I live to see it. But if I don't live to see it, don't feel bad. I've tried to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented before me. And all I'm asking, even today, are there opportunities presented before me to do good, to do bad, be smart. Don't let it be said, too late. The opportunity is past you. Too late. Gentlemen, I'm grateful for you. I'm a golden bear. I don't care what they change the name to. The East, it won't be East anymore. Youngstown Dragons. They can call it, you know, whatever they want. Listen, I'm always gonna be a golden bear. How about y'all? So if I cut one of y'all, y'all gonna bleed gold and blue. Give me the knife, coach. Listen, thank you for your time. We appreciate you. Go East.
I'm gonna do a little bragging, and I'm gonna do a little, like, stuff that might be a little necessary, but you're gonna hear something that's just real. And that's all I can do is be real. First of all, I'm gonna hit off on a little bit of, like you know, said hope, a little opportunity. You gotta have hope. You ain't got hope, I'll go home. Opportunity is always gonna present itself every single day, every single minute. The opportunity is presented itself for y'all to be here today to give the people who love y'all. So, preparation is my ordeal. You guys have the opportunity to prepare yourselves and to make opportunities for yourselves. Frost there, he went to college, did a lot. I went to college, did a lot. Did some semi-pro, arena ball, all that good stuff. Whole lot of fun. The most fun that I can say I've had, nothing better than high school ball. I did high school, I did college, I did arena, I did, semi-pro. Most of my love was high school. Competition was great. It was great in college too. It was great in semi-pro. Competition, you always have competition no matter where you go. Me, on the other hand, I think competition was the hardest for me in high school just because I didn't have the opportunity that you guys have. You know what I mean? Like the opportunity is what you guys have right now. You gotta appreciate what you have. You guys got a whole brand new school, a whole brand new field, a weight room, like you said. I mean, you guys got a lot. I seen a big difference when my last year when school closed. I had to go to Warren Hardin, night and day when it comes to a workout program, something that's going to prepare you for what's coming. So there's different ways that you guys need to be prepared. You have to be prepared mentally, you have to be prepared spiritually, and you have to be prepared emotionally, physically. And how do you go about doing all that? How do you prepare? Let me ask y'all, how do you prepare for anything that you do? How do you prepare? What's the first thing you do when you wake up? What you do? Answer that question. Yeah. Nah, you already answered stuff. Let me hear what you got. Yeah, what's the first thing you do when you wake up? What about you? What about you? Come on, speak up. Let me hear it. Yeah. That's the most important part right there is waking up. That's what I wanted to hear. That's the most important part is waking up. Because if you don't wake up, guess what? You ain't got nothing if you don't wake up, right? So you gotta thank the big man up there for waking up. Once you wake up, you got the opportunity to do something. You know what I'm saying? So now that you got the opportunity to do something, it's time to prepare. What you gonna prepare for? At this current time, you guys are preparing for football, right? Before you even prepare for football, you need to prepare mentally. Because this ain't just football. If you just think this is only football, you're in the wrong business. This is life. Everybody look at football just as football, as a sport. No. When I played, football was life. I took everything personal. Everything. If somebody was better than me at this, oh yeah, won't be long. Won't be long. You faster than me, won't be long. If I don't catch you, I'm gonna be right there close to you. And If I can't catch you, you're gonna come to my way and I'm gonna knock your helmet off. Everything I took when I do for preparing, everything was personal. Everything. Ask him. Lost the weightlifting contest to somebody I was like, what? I know he ain't better than me. I was upset. I wanted to fight him. I'm like, he ain't better than me. 3 weeks straight went by. I went home, push-ups. Every single day. We ain't having no push-ups, sit-ups, sit-ups. Our next weight competition, destroyed him. Destroyed him. Nobody's gonna outdo me at nothing that I prepare for. If I put my mind to it, I can do anything I want. I can run faster than anybody I want. I can definitely. To me, if you ask me, and this is gonna mess y'all up, I'm gonna get y'all with this. I know y'all know who this is, Ray Lewis. Who know Ray Lewis? Y'all know Ray Lewis? Y'all know what type of player he is, right? Y'all know what type of player he is, right? Let me ask y'all. I'm gonna ask my buddy Frost and my buddy Mr. D. If y'all two put me and Ray Lewis head on, who y'all got y'all money on?
Ray Lou.
Ray Lewis? Ray Lewis?
Taking sushi.
Ray Lewis? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't take nothing away from Ray Lewis. He is one of my favorite linebackers in the world. He's one of my favorites, but he's not my favorite linebacker in the world. You know who my favorite linebacker in the world is? You dang right. Me. Now, he had a good mentality of this, that, and that. You know the one thing that separates, well, two things that separate me from him, the fact that he got more money, he made it big. Great, awesome. I get that to him. But on a personal level, one thing that me and him, that separates me from him, and the reason why I say, if me and him went one-on-one, I know for a fact that I would win, is because I'm gonna make sure I'm prepared to win. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I know what type of person that's across from me. I know his mentality, but what he don't know is my mentality. And my mentality is a lot different. It probably ain't even right. It probably not right at all. So my mentality is either you dying or I'm dying. And I still won't live, so I'm planning on killing you. I plan on killing you. And if you don't die, we gonna go again until you die. That's my mentality. That's my mentality. That's how you have to be when you live in football. Not playing football, but living football. I did a lot of preparation from Little League all the way up to college. I didn't even go to college to play, to learn. I went to college to play football. That was my dream goal and everything. Dream goal was to play football in the NFL. I should have been there, but you know why I didn't make it there? I wasn't prepared mentally. I didn't have somebody in my corner to support me to the point where they can get me together mentally. That's where I was messed up, mentally. If you're not mentally stable, to the point where you can do what you need to do, you ain't gonna make it. This is the biggest thing, being prepared mentally. You can have plenty of heart, you can have plenty of muscle, be the greatest athlete in the world, but if you ain't got this here, you ain't gonna make it. You will not make it. I went from high school weighing 200 pounds. That very exact same summer, they said it was a big difference between college and high school. Y'all think it's a big difference between high school and college?
Yeah.
It's a big difference, right? Very big difference. You got bigger, faster, stronger people, right? Guess what? For me, there was no difference between high school and college. There was absolutely no difference to me. And everybody said, oh, it's gonna be big, it's gonna be fat, it's gonna be strong. So this was the first time I ever been nervous about football, about anything pertaining to football. So you know what I did? The whole summer, buffet. Eating everything I could. I would do running, I would do my thing called the 600. 600 is 600 reps, 30 minutes. 300 push-ups, 300 sit-ups, half hour. 15-minute workout total, do it every other minute. I would do that every day throughout the whole summer. So when I got to college, by the end of the summer, 3 months. 3 months. As soon as I graduated, I had 3 months to be ready for college. I put on 35 pounds of solid muscle. Solid muscle. When I say solid, you should, y'all don't believe me. I got to show proof. I got to show proof of this. Because that was one of my most proudest moments. I was like, they're gonna be bigger and stronger. I said, what? Right. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna show you what a senior look like compared to a freshman. You pass that around. Keep tapping. Is it on it? I'm make sure you ain't got no good picture, bro. Hold on. Beans and weenies. Beans and weenies, you know what I'm saying? Now, that's a freshman compared to a senior. What you think about that? What you think about that? A freshman compared to a senior. Over one summer. Preparation. I'm a freshman. That dude's a senior. A senior. I made him look bad. They was like, oh man, it's gonna be so much bigger, so much stronger, so many faster athletes. I could not tell any difference between high school and college. In fact, I felt like college athletes were soft. I felt like they were soft and they was weak and they was beneath me. But I couldn't tell because guess what? I prepared. I was ready. I was like, ain't nobody was better than me. We had an all-star tight end, all MAC. They were bragging. And this is like the first play, I'm going 50% because I'm nervous. 50%. I gave this dude a concussion. Darn it made me do a backflip at 50%. I said, what? I said, this is what they got to offer. I said, they ain't never met nobody like me. I said, it's a wrap for these jokers. I'm killing everything moving. 100% all out lineman, 6'8". We got one lineman he's about 6 foot, probably about 320. Pulling guard. Bam! Met him at the corner. He didn't see me come. I made that joker do a backflip. Made that joker do a backflip. They have never met somebody that had no care for their own sense of life. I don't care about when I'm on that field, I don't care about my own life. So what you think I'm gonna think about y'all lives? You know what I'm saying? If I don't care about my own life on the football field, what you think the next man gonna get? If I didn't care about my own life, what you think the next person in front of me was getting? He getting all of it. I mean, I'm trying to kill everything moving, everything. And that's how you gotta treat life. You gotta treat life like it's your, every day, you gotta treat it like it's your last. You take advantage, you have the opportunity to make yourself better every day. So, now that you guys got a little sense of what type of person I am, I'm a pretty intense person, as you can tell. Like, I take this serious. Real serious, like real serious. Like, I'm trying to hold myself together, but the only thing I can think about right now is like it's so emotional. It's like, I'm trying to hold it in. You know what I'm saying? Because life is hard. It's real hard. Like y'all got the opportunity to really go above and beyond and make something out of yourselves. Like for real. If you don't do it, you're gonna waste yourself away. You'll waste yourself away. And I know if y'all go to Paris, like I am, don't waste yourself away. You got the opportunity, you got a weight room in there, you got a whole summer. Each one of y'all should be able to put on at least 10 pounds of solid muscle. At least 10. I ain't saying 35 like me, because in order for you to get like me, that's a whole different dedication. You can do it, I ain't saying that you can't, but you have the opportunity to do it. It's up to you. How bad do you want it? Who said that? Somebody said, how bad do you want it? Who said that? What other rapper? Tupac or something? How bad do you want it? How bad do y'all want it, fellas? How bad do you want it? I wish he was here. Where he at? I thought he was talking about the other kid. Hold on. I thought he was talking about another kid. You know what I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about. Boy, I don't like your name already, but it's a personal thing. We had a damn guy on our team named Keelan Logan.
Keelan Logan, years we went to Ursula. Let it go, Susie. Let it go, Susie. Let it go.
He was good.
Yeah. Let it go, Susie.
But, see, I gotta catch you. They gotta catch me. They gotta catch me. So, hold on a second. All right. So, Keelan, you good. So, I'm requiring you, since your name is Keelan, you need to be on this 600 program. 300, can you do 20 push-ups? No problem. Can you do 300, 20 sit-ups? No problem. Can you do 20 every other minute for a half hour? Every other minute. I guarantee if you do that, you're gonna go from here to here. I guarantee it. And then do something with your legs too, because you gotta have strong legs. You gotta have this right here. This right here is gonna be the core of everything that you do. If you don't get your core together, you're gonna get pushed around. So you gotta have a strong core and everything else. So, fellas, I know I probably overran my time,
A little bit.
but prepare. You wanna win? Prepare. That's the whole key to everything. If you don't prepare, you're gonna make it. So,
how y'all doing? My name is William T. My friends call me Mr. You guys can call me Coach, Mr. Coach Will, or whatever. I mean, as y'all looking at me, I probably need to explain why I'm in a wheelchair, okay? Back in 1999, I was in a vehicular motor accident, which I was a backseat passenger. I was with my friends and we were doing some things that we shouldn't have been doing. And we ended up getting into a really bad accident. I was the only one that didn't walk away. With that being said, today is Friday the 13th. Father's Day is Sunday, which it actually is, today marks the 26th year anniversary of my paralyzation. Wow. Today, even in the job. So I think that's not just gratuitous or just lucky for me to be here, it's just meant for me to be here. Let's get a little quick recap on what we just talked about as far as the acronym we went here. Somebody tell me, first three letters. What we talking about? Oh, exactly. Why is this man the only one answering the question? We're a team in here, right? Let's get it together. You can't be the only one doing the job. It's a team effort. I need everybody focusing, looking, and paying attention. So what was the next one? Opportunity. And what was the third? What did Mr. Avery just get off doing? I'm here for endurance, hope, healing, opportunity, preparation, and endurance. Because as you all know, it has to probably take a whole lot of endurance to be in my situation, right? Things not as normal anymore. I move different. I move at my own pace. I don't really have any limitations other than me being in a wheelchair. I can still think free. I can still move my arms free. I can still hug my family. I can still see my family. So it wasn't all a complete loss. But what I don't want to get away from my definition of the word is I need two examples of endurance. And y'all can give me one example of endurance? Stamina, that is a form of endurance. Something that you do more as endurance is think you put yourself through any stressful situation, any physical situation, and you persistently get through that situation. Whether it's physical, mental, you have to build yourself up to have endurance to get through anything, right? So, like we were just talking about as far as the football team and how facilities are here and how we had the dirt football field, the dirt track, and the garage locker room, man. We literally got it out the way. And we had to endure that since '72 in order for you guys to have what y'all got here today. We don't have, this is luxurious. This is something where I go out to Poland, Canfield, going out down to Akron, and we see these kids because they've had this stuff for years. It's something that when I walked in that locker room, I lost my breath. It would have been something that I would have never left. I would have been in there preparing, taking advantage of my opportunity. You know, and things like that, man, when you endure, it's more so how you do it. You know, you got your mental endurance, you got your physical endurance, you got your cardiovascular endurance. Which ones we're going to basically use for football? Right. You're going to use every bit of endurance you got to win a game, to win a play, to earn opportunity even to be able to play. You know, so when you think about enduring, what is it most that you think you'll endure in the season? The condition, the preparation, the opportunity to heal. Because after every enduring physical challenge, mental challenge, you gotta take a step back and you gotta heal. You gotta rest your body. You gotta put the right vitamins in your body. You gotta eat right. You gotta sleep right, which is important. Sleeping right, eating right is important. It's very important. You know why it's important? It helps your body. It helps your mind tell your body. It helps your body tell your mind this is what we're doing. So you'll rest. You're gonna need your rest. You're gonna need to be machines. If y'all want to accomplish something, what are y'all looking to accomplish this year in football? I can't hear you. Stay. That's a promising agenda. But what are you willing to do? Are you willing to endure? Are you willing to put your face in the mud? Are you willing to help out your brother next to you? Are you willing to be in a team effort the whole way? Because football is not an individual game. Everybody can look to his left and right. Nobody's going to need that man eventually. And that don't necessarily mean for him to go and run a touchdown. That means for him, when y'all at the start line doing y'all wedge springs, that you're saying, come on, let's go, let's get it. Everybody got to get over here. You know, these guys gave me compliments about, and I don't like to brag. I think I was a badass. And what y'all seeing right here in this wheelchair is a lack of taking advantage of the opportunities that were bestowed upon me. All city football player, all city basketball player, 3 years straight. 3 years straight. Could have ran track, but didn't take advantage of that opportunity. In junior high, I never lost a race. Quarter mile, mile, or 800. It was in the 4x4 meter relay. Never lost a race. Look at me. And take a good look. All that gifted athletic ability, squandered, gone. Because of missed and not a squandered opportunity. Because I didn't take the time to focus. I didn't have time to prepare. It was all God given me. So, and therefore, I didn't take advantage of it. You know, I was born with just being able to do anything better than anybody else. That's no lie. Big Ten offers, Pac-12 offers, SEC offers for both sports. Both. And in my family, I should have been the one to take it to the next level. But that's not what I did. Ended up having a daughter straight out of high school. Right now, she's doing well. She's 27 years old and gave me a grandson that'll be 2 in another month. So there's things that I'm most grateful for. But football prepared me to be in this wheelchair. It prepared me for life after my talents were gone. You know, I make myself available for the young kids playing football, flag, basketball, YMCA, JCC. That's what I do. I love the kids. That's why I'm here for y'all today. You know, most of us didn't have this great motivation. Once we got into the locker room, we had Mark Green, we had Coach Thornton, we had the men inside to look us in the eyes and tell us what they needed from us. You know, they gave us the confidence. You know, they gave us the confidence. They gave us the guidance to be great, to have heart. But we all came in with heart. They built our bodies. They gave us our football sense. These are men that I love and adore and will for the rest of my life. Timothy is my god brother, you could say. I want to call him my little brother because we share more than just anything in this world. Now, we don't share blood, but we share a lot of things else. I just want to let y'all know that with him, opportunity, preparation, gonna have to endure all those things. The 2 days, late night studying sessions. You're gonna have to do things that you don't want to do, you don't feel like doing. But I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. I know it's more than y'all that's supposed to be here. Why not y'all holding y'all teammates accountable? Y'all gotta hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be the coaches just calling each other, trying to get y'all here. It should be y'all calling each other, getting here. No problem. And that, we'll make a way. That's what coaches do. I'm here to show all my support, man. I'm willing to give you everything that I got. Anything that I got to y'all. Because I need this to be something that I need y'all to do what I do. Take advantage of your opportunities. Take advantage of every opportunity that is bestowed upon you. And if it's not easy, it's not always going to be easy. So you're going to have to endure it. Build your bodies, build your minds. You're going to have to endure. That's what I do every day. I work out every day. I work out with my mind, I work with my body. I work out every day. Just so I can be able to endure my situation. Had I took full responsibility for my actions, and out there and took advantage of the opportunity that was bestowed upon me, I wouldn't be sick. I wouldn't have to endure the way the Lord wants me to endure. Because this is all God's plan. You know what I'm saying? I tried it out. But now this is His. You know, now I gotta follow suit. And I think I've been doing a damn good job at it. You know, I ain't catch no bullet. It's an honest mistake. You know what I was supposed to be doing when I got in that car? At home, mopping the floor for my mother. Mopping her kitchen floor. But I wanted to hop in the Chevy, put the music in, hop in, go do our thing, smoking our weed, drinking our beer. And in that instant, my life was changed forever. Forever. No walking, no running, no pussy. Excuse me. Oh my God. Just saying though, that's how it was in like the first 6 years. I had to endure it. I had to endure the pain. I had to endure the drills in my hand from the halo. I couldn't move anything, fellas. So I'm truly blessed. I was paralyzed from the neck down.
Yes, he was.
Truly blessed. Just so I can be here for y'all. And the names ran off, and died, lost their life out here in the street, or locked up forever. I was here 7 years ago, about 8 years ago. Doing almost the exact same thing. Sharing my story. Trying to be a booster. Then they shut it down. It was unfortunate. I don't want that to happen. And if it does have to happen, let's leave a fat ass mark out there. If it gotta happen, make it be remembered. Endure what we've been. Build your endurance. Understand about the preparation. Take advantage of the opportunity. And then, you know, if everything goes well, then we can start getting 15. That's when we can start getting. take advantage of your opportunity. Prepare for your opportunity. And be willing to endure. Build your endurance every day, no matter what the situation is. You understand? It can be something small. It could be a math problem. It could be homework. It could be just a walk or just a walk home. Nothing's convenient. And the Lord would never put anything more on you than you can handle. Nothing more than you. He proven it to you. You know, everything that you go through, you know, we're supposed to go through. It's pretty normal. But that's when you're supposed to endure. That builds endurance. Never give up. You know how many times I wanted to give up? Just end it. That's where my hope comes in. My hope is seeing better things, seeing greater things, watching my grandson grow, watching my daughter give me more, watching my sons give me more. I've been blessed to have 2 more sons after my brothers. Been blessed. Biological or not. They mine. And I love them. You know, I want to get to know you guys better. So I'll be handing out my number and everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm that type of guy, that type of coach. You know, talk some football, get y'all minds right, because I'm a hype kid. All this little what we're doing right now, I know y'all paying attention to me, and I get it, and I appreciate all the eyeballs on me. But I want you guys to understand, with this seriousness right here, it has to go on the whole way. From the discipline, from the repetitions, for everything. You guys, we didn't have this type of size. You know what I'm saying? That's the size we had then. Them cats was half that size they are now. I'm looking young grown men up in here. And I dig it. I see a lot of promise. And I see a lot of opportunity for all y'all, but you're gonna have to endure to get it. You have to build your endurance. Every day is gonna be things that you don't like. Every day is gonna be something that you don't want to do, especially at practice. But what we gonna do? Endure. Endure. That's all I want. You know, if you can endure, everything builds, everything is stronger. And no matter what test is thrown at you, you'll be able to withstand. You already been through the trenches. You already had to go through the mud. You already had to take a beat. You already had to do 2 a days. And all I just want to say is I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. I don't know none of you, but I love you. And that's with the whole heart because you're a part of this organization. You're a part of this system. Y'all part of the guys that made me who I was in football. And they turned out an animal. And they right, snot bubbles. You know, like I dropped touchdown passes because my transition from offense to defense didn't go smooth. And I was a cat at practice catching everything. Like I said, I was the most gifted cat probably on the field. Catching everything, get to the game, drop the ball, losing those games. So I'm like, I gotta shift my focus. Got back on defense, and you know, guess what? All city, state all-star game, won the Big 33, was the North-South, but I was in there. Average probably about 15, 20 tackles a game. Sending cats to the sideline, left and right. Period. Causing fumbles, just mayhem all over the place. They called me the kamikaze back. When your coach gives you a name like that, your chest ain't gonna stick out. When they give you the leeway to go out there and bust somebody's ass anytime you felt like it. When you know where the play going and you stopping it before it gets started. I owe that to them. But my message here today, healing, opportunity, preparation, and endurance. Because that's their championship that y'all want. You're gonna have to endure to get it. Ain't nobody just gonna lay down and let y'all take it. They already don't want y'all out here. Let's make them regret it. Let's make them want us to stay. That's on y'all. We got y'all back. But y'all gotta produce it on the field. Y'all all a bunch of great young men. No, I don't know. But I get a sense that I'm looking at geniuses, future lawyers, doctors, and that's all within your grasp. Don't think it's not. I got one thing I want to say real quick, Coach. Doubt kills more dreams than hope ever will. Doubt does. Don't think you can't do it, just go. Know you got the mental fortitude, the physical capabilities. That's my point. I'm out. Thank you.